Good morning, guys. Hello. It is Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I know some of you will not get that. That's fine. Monday, May 4th, week 27 in our units. And so we are learning about rabbits this week. We are continuing graphing in math. And then, Miss Heather hasn't taken the horses down yet. I'm so sorry. And then in content, we are switching over to health, and we are learning about healthy eating this week and next week. So a lot of changes this week. This morning, we would start off the day with our journal entry. So let me switch over to that. And again, it can be anything they want to write about, and practice writing the digital date up here, which we go over during calendar in case they don't know how to write it by themselves yet, something that we've been practicing. In Bible, let me put this so I don't lose it. In Bible today, we are going to be doing this Bible verse. Salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. Acts 4:12. And we are reading our Bible story from, let me pull that up. Oh, if I still have it up, it appears I've closed it. I will work on getting that back up. I know it's the story of Elijah. One second, I'm so sorry. I had everything open. I have so many tabs open on my computer all the time. And apparently sometimes I close them out and then all right. And in the Bible, this would be under, give me just a second. So here's the Bible verse that we are coloring today. And then the story that Miss Heather is reading is from 2 Kings 5. So that is the Bible story for today. And then math, I think there's 3 pages for math 13.6 today. So let me put this camera back up. There's an addition and subtraction, and then there's a sort and graph, and this is snap cubes. And we did this last week too. We did something very similar with sorting and graphing snap cubes. So you can just fill in whatever snap cubes you have at home. So everyone was given 10 snap cubes. So you can use those 10 snap cubes that Miss Heather gave you, and you can just color which ones you have, and then graph those. Or Miss Heather is going to graph today, instead of 10, I'm going to graph 15. And then on the back, so this is a little bit harder because we're not at school. And we're not, so what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to go around and they're supposed to survey their friends. They're supposed to ask their friends what their favorite pet is. And that's not something that we can do. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the information from the class voting. I'm going to have them raise their hand on which one's their favorite pet. And I can put that up on class take tonight so that you guys can fill out the bar graph. That's entirely fine. And then same with the back, I believe. It asks what their favorite sea animal is. And again, that's something that your children, they're supposed to walk around the classroom and ask and gather that information, which is really cool. They're supposed to survey their friends and then graph the information. And we graph it as a class. And that's really hard to do. So if you're watching the YouTube videos and your child does not participate in virtual learning, can you please send me an email or a text with your child's favorite sea animal and then your child's favorite pet, and we will get all of the class's information on one graph, which would be awesome. So if you could do that as soon as possible, and then I will update and post it on class tag with the information I have. So if you do not get that to me by 9:30 this morning, your child's information is not included on the graph. And then on the back, oh, so this is the first page we'll do, because this already gives us the information. So this is that someone surveyed already, this is the information they got, and then they went through and then they were going to graph that information that they gathered. For literacy, we are reading Rabbits by Anita Guinier. I do not physically have this book because this lesson is so popular among the teacher community that the book is now like $80 to $150 on Amazon because it's so popular that they just keep knocking the price up. And I just cannot afford to buy the book for that price, I'm sorry. So I just use a read aloud from YouTube, which I will link on the itinerary. But we are doing rabbits this week, so illustrate a wild and a tame rabbit in their surroundings. And then in the afternoon, we are doing our writing, and it's going to be a little bit different this week. So this is our rough draft still, and we're going to do Rabbits Could today on Monday. And this information, we're only going to take one from here, and it's just going to become a sentence on, which I don't even know where I put it now, the Rabbits book that they have. So instead of it being an informational book that has all the table of contents and all the different pages, this time they're just doing an informational paper. So they're just doing a research paper, which is something different they haven't done before. But they only have to take one fact from each, I believe, over to the paper. I'll look at it because there might be room for two. And if I change that information, I'll let you guys know. But right now we're going to brainstorm it, and then we're going to write the first one, which Miss Heather doesn't, I don't know where I put it, so I'm going to have to go print another one. And then for content, at this point, hey Jacob, can you go get the thing out of the printer? If you are a mom, can you stop watching and have Dad watch? A little unconventional in how we normally do Mother's Day. We usually have a Mother's Day tea party, and this year, unfortunately, we can't do that. So I'm really sorry that Mother's Day is not going to be as big of a surprise as it normally is. We usually go all out in this class, and I'm really sad to not do that tradition this year. But at this point in the afternoon, we are going to color this page, and then I am going to record your child. So I need your child alone without a parent. Or fathers, if you are watching, if you could please, by the end of the day on Tuesday, send me a video of your child saying why they love their mom. I would like to continue some of the tradition from the Mother's Day tea, since I can't do it all. And then I will show that video Thursday afternoon. Fathers, if your mothers need tea for this, please get them some tea and some cookies so that we can watch this video and bawl our eyes out over tea and cookies. So we're coloring this page today, and they're just going to color a picture of their mom. And then for health, today is lesson 1. Objective is to understand that food comes from animals and plants. Then discuss with the students where they think food comes from, how is food made, what is it made of. Explain to students that food is made from plants and animals. Give many examples of different foods that are made from each source. Example, chocolate is a plant, beef is cow, typo. Cereal is a plant, etc. How students generate some different foods that they know of, and add all student responses to a T chart. So we're going to have plant on one side, animal on the other, and then we're going to put the plants and animals foods under it. And then also discuss that some foods from animals are made from the animal and are made by the animal and not from the animal. For example, milk we get from cows, we get eggs from chicken, but it's not the actual animal itself. Tell students today that they are going to be looking at different sources of foods and matching them to the foods that we eat. So here are the examples that I will be giving them, and we're going to be matching these up. They're already matched up in this picture, but the turkey comes from the turkey, Fish sticks comes from the fish. Popcorn comes from corn. Bread comes from grain. Peanut butter comes from peanuts. Orange juice comes from oranges. Cheese comes from cows. Bacon comes from pigs. And eggs come from the chicken. And then they are going to do the reflection on page 1, illustrate and write about what you learned today. And then on the back, we're going to color and match where the food comes from. So when it says that color and match, it doesn't mean please color this purple unless you're going to color this purple too. Purple, purple. And then, because it needs, or draw a line, I guess, because I need to know that the child understands where that food came from. So if you're not going to color this black and black, then please draw a line so I know that they understand where the food came from. We are going to continue reading Horses, a level D book, because they are not all at level D yet. So we're going to continue practicing this book this week, and it'll be the last week of the Horses book. And then our sight words for this week are fun, run, bun, gun, none, sun, pun. Probably going to take this word out. I cannot think of a time they're going to need that word in kindergarten. It's just going to be hard with Hooked on Phonics. So I'll figure that out. I guess that'll be parent discretion, whether or not you want your child to know that word. And then helper words for this week, like, to, and me. And then that should do it for today, for Monday. Side note for Tuesday, parents, for Tuesday's math 13.7, there is a part where you are going to need Skittles. So if you do not have Skittles, I would go purchase, they only need a small bag of Skittles today for tomorrow's math. Otherwise, they might be a little bit upset. If you do not buy Skittles, I will post tomorrow's graph as well based on the Skittles that Miss Heather is going to do. And that is it. Have a great day.